Pacific yew, also known as Montana YewTips, and the scientific name Taxus brevifolia. Now, this is the only yew tree that is safe to use as a dietary supplement. It lacks all the harmful alkaloids that other yews contain. What taxanes do in humans and animals is they prevent spindle fibers from disintegrating and stop replication. Then the immune system gets stimulated by the yew and finishes the job.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 13 of the Healthy Habit Podcast. And today we're talking with the Vice President of Bighorn Botanicals, Miss Chelsey Willis, who's, again, VP of Bighorn. And she was taught by her father, Rus, and grandmother, Inez. Chelsey's learned all the procedures on how to operate Bighorn Botanicals, from sustainably harvesting in the forest to manufacturing to advertising the Montana YewTip products. So from bottom to top, the entire ins and outs of the company. She plans to continue the family business and hopefully one day train one of her sons to continue the generations of the company. Chelsey runs the manufacturing procedures, uses custom SOPs, MMRs, BPRs to ensure good product quality and to maintain good manufacturing practices that are required by the FDA. Chelsey loves her family business because it offers hope and healing to the people that suffer from illnesses and ailments of the body. Chelsey believes in the YewTip products and is passionate about sharing how YewTips work with humans and animals. And we've been talking with Chelsey for going on 2+ years now, over 3 years now, on Healthy Habit Radio back on 1100 KFNX. Our first time talking to Chelsey today on the new platform. Chelsey, thank you for joining us today. How are we doing?
Hi, Dr. Dan. Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Well, that was, I'm excited to get into this because this is going to be some people's first time hearing of Bighorn Botanicals, Montana YewTip, and the Willis family. So give us that little background. We want to first hear about how the business started, because you can't get these products at just any ordinary store like the big grocery stores with the little health food section in there. You know, Healthy Habit's one of the only few stores here in Arizona where people can get these products. So tell us a little bit more about the business.
Yes, I'd be happy to. We started in 1991. My father, Rus Willis, began the company, and he was under contract to Hauser Chemical Research to process Pacific yew bark for the ultimate production of Taxol, a new cancer therapy. Hauser was under contract to Bristol Myers Squibb Pharmaceuticals to extract the Taxol. My father ended up being one of the main harvesters in that project, and he worked with the National Forest Service to develop an experimental project in the Kootenai National Forest where we live. And at that time, it was called the Willis Yew Project. During those years of 91, 92, and 93, my father had and his crew harvested about 345,615 pounds of dry weight of the yew bark, which was quite amazing. We were in those years, the largest company in Knoxon, Montana, and with 400 harvesters in our group. And that project ended in 1994, early 94, when Bristol Myers made the announcement that they had developed a semi-synthetic Taxol and would no longer need the yew bark. So that gig ended that year. But by that time, my father, he knew a few folks who had been dealing with cancer, some of them stage 4, mostly using the yew tea, but sometimes powdering the tea in a blender and including it in their food. He began to take the yew, brewing it into a tea, and he liked the way it made him feel, invigorated. And so he was done with his outfitting years. He was an outfitter here in Montana, is why he knew the mountains really well and already had developed a relationship with the National Forest Service. And so what he wanted to do, he was getting ready to develop Bighorn Botanicals. From the Willis Yew project, it became Bighorn Botanicals. And so he decided he needed some clinical testing with this yew bark tea to get a dietary supplement established with a clinical background in testing. And in 94, he had a friend in Heron here where we live who had been to the Biomedical Center in Tijuana, Mexico. And that's a cancer clinic there where Mildred Nelson, the head nurse, um, treated many types of cancers. And so my father got in touch with Mildred and asked her if she'd be interested in any yew bark tea. And Mildred was familiar with Taxol and the production. She had heard about it already. And she told him to come on down to Tijuana and bring her some yew bark tea. And so he did that. He smuggled a suitcase full of it into Tijuana, and she began using the yew bark for her patients, from lung cancers to melanomas, serious ailments. And so, with her head doctor, Dr. Gutierrez at that time, and the other team of doctors, they worked together on creating specific protocols and including the yew bark tea in the protocols. So they would drink 4 to 6 cups a day to allow the taxanes, which is the anticancer compound that exists in Taxus brevifolia, your Pacific
Right.
yew. And she was seeing great success with that. So that's where that relationship started, with a clinical background. So my father was really intrigued. Mildred wanted him to keep harvesting, but she wanted to come see the yew trees. So she came to Montana, and Dad took her out up in the mountains and showed her the yew trees. And she instinctively knew that the yew tips is what she needed. And she felt that the yew tips had more potency and compound content than the bark. And later, a study came out proving that. Anyway, my father had worked with the Forest Service to create a sustainable harvest protocol,
Mm-hmm.
and where he is saving the trees and only clipping 8 to 12 inches of the branch tips. So we're allowing the tree to actually put on more foliage because we harvest every 4 to 5 years in different yew tree units that we have. We do get permits with the Forest Service to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and they are very aware of what we're doing with the plant. And we give them our products to let them try to, give them education on how we're sustainably harvesting and manufacturing
Wow.
this tree. So it's quite a phenomenal story how it started. And my father was able to develop a sustainable company. And now we offer a complete line of Montana YewTip products, from YewTip tea to powder to capsules, tincture, oil, lotion, soap, and lip balm.
So 100% of the products then in the Montana YewTip line, or in any product there from Bighorn Botanicals, but let's start with Montana YewTip, are 100% from there in the area. You're harvesting it locally there. Nothing's being imported.
That's right. That's right. We have a team of harvesters, and we harvest the tree when the taxanes and other components are at their peak in the summertime. So that happens July and August. And so we're pretty busy at that time of year. We bring in about 10,000 pounds each summer now.
Mm-hmm.
And we make small batches. We manufacture all the products year round. So we do like to make the small batches because that ensures a fresh, top quality product.
Amazing. Thanks for that breakdown, Chelsey. It's really cool because it's not every day that you have a company that uses 100% sustainable ingredients in there. So tell us more about the benefits then of yew and why it's been so popular and alternative cancer therapies. Not that we're saying that it's going to be curing all types of cancer and whatnot, but that's mostly where it's used clinically by alternative health practitioners and medical centers, for example, in Tijuana, Mexico, like the Biomedical Center. So tell us more about the benefits, really, how it's been able to stay going strong here since 1991.
Yes, Pacific yew, also known as Montana YewTips, and the scientific name Taxus brevifolia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the only yew tree that is safe to use as a dietary supplement. It lacks all the harmful alkaloids that other yews contain.
Right.
So, and this has been proven by the pharmaceutical company who was extracting the yew bark. So, um, its purpose is the naturally occurring compound in the yew tips is called taxanes. And taxanes prevent cancer cells from replicating. And how that happens is when cancer cells replicate, they grow what is called a spindle fiber. And at the end of the spindle fiber, a new cancer cell develops, and then the spindle fiber disintegrates. The new cancer cell then grows its own spindle fiber and makes more cancer cells. What taxanes do in humans and animals is they prevent spindle fibers from disintegrating and stop replication.
Hmm.
Then the immune system gets stimulated by the yew and finishes the job. So that's how it really works with a abnormal cell. There's other compounds that exist naturally in the yew tips, and such as flavonoids, 9, including quercetin, and this is your antioxidants, preventing free radical damage and with anti-inflammatory and antiviral properties. And it also has phytosterols, 3, including beta-cytosterol, which is your prostate healer.
Wow.
It's that's where your immunostimulants happen with the anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-yeast properties. It also contains lignans, which is your anti-cancer, antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral component.
Mm-hmm.
Also carotenoids, 5, and also that is a anti-cancer, antioxidant, and immunostimulant. It also has naturally occurring vitamins and minerals, 3 particular, such as vitamin B12 is in there, which I think is phenomenal for a plant. Also zinc and quercetin
Mm-hmm.
and others. And you can find this information on our website, www.bighornbotanicals.com. We have that information there. We also have a blog video on our website if anyone wants to see a YewTip harvest happen. We do
Mm-hmm.
have that video on our website. And so it has a broad spectrum of uh, components and constituents that help heal different ailments. We've had a lot in the last couple years, gentlemen that suffer from prostate issues and high PSA counts. They've been using 9 YewTip capsules a day.
Mm-hmm.
That has really helped bring down those PSA numbers. And so that's really been intriguing for us recently. And we did get a great testimony about that from a gentleman. And I would like to read that to the audience.
Yeah, please do.
Actually, word for word, what he said. And let me get to that. His name is John, and he did give me permission to share this with you guys.
Okay.
And he sent this to us December 25th, 2022. And he says, "Hi, my name is John, and it's Christmas morning. I just got up early at 5:30 a.m. to help my wife, Jana, stuff and put the turkey in the oven. I am a cancer victim and have been treated for approximately 3.5 years for prostate cancer bone metastasis. My bones were found to be covered with cancer through a bone scan and biopsy of my bones in 2019. My oncologist told me that they could slow the cancer down at best,
Hmm.
so I began the chemo plan and hormone therapy. I was looking for anything else possible to help me. I was very sick and searching. A friend in California who was a survivor of ovarian cancer talked me into trying to use the YewTip products. I started to drink the tea brewed by him. I took 3 of the capsules a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I put a large drop of YewTip oil in my belly button 2 times a day and massaged the oil into the belly button for 30 seconds.
Hmm.
My last bone scan results are no new metastasis and all old lesions mostly to completely diminished.
Wow. That's
Put,
unbelievable.
yes, that is unbelievable. And he says, uh, he quotes, put the you in you.
Yeah.
Is how he looks at it. So that's
Wow.
from John Vanderbrink, and he is one happy guy. He's in his 70s, and he just feels great.
Well, John, if you're listening to the Healthy Habit podcast, John, thanks for allowing us to share that. That's unbelievable. So is that so we can go to bighornbotanicals.com, Chelsey?
Yes.
Bighorn, all one word, bighornbotanicals.com. You can purchase from there directly, or you can call us at 602-252-6000. Again, 602-252-6000. And all this information will be in the description box below. That is just really cool. And there's so many testimonials like this that have come across the table over the years, Chelsey, that you've shared even back on the radio. Um, and that's amazing. And so that's regarding prostate cancer and metastasis. What other types of conditions has this been used in historically? It's not just prostate cancer for men. I've heard breast cancer as well. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. It works really well for ovarian, breast, lung, prostate, and some leukemias. And that's what the doctors have experienced at the Biomedical Center, treating those types of cancers using our product, seeing great results.
Okay, and just like we just heard in John's testimonial there, that he was taking 3 capsules TID 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and using the oil. So, and Chelsey did mention that a few moments ago that we do have the powders, the salves available, then the internal use products like the capsules, oils, tincture. Where does one start then, Chelsey? How did he know to combine, for example, the capsule and the oil?
Well, he did give us a call and ask our recommendation of a dosage and which product to use. And he was comfortable taking the capsules. So that's what he chose. His wife was doing her own research on how the navel is very important to help heal the body. If
Hmm.
you add herbs or oils to your navel, it goes straight to all your organs. Um,
Wow.
I'm still researching that specific idea,
What was that
which
source? Who mentioned that?
it's John's wife was doing her own research.
Okay.
And so she made her husband John put the YewTip oil in his belly button. And so this is the first time we have heard of this, and I think it's really intriguing. I think it makes total sense. And why not? Just try it. I've actually been putting it on my belly button at night just because.
Might as well, right?
Might as well. As a prevention.
Yeah.
So I take the products as a prophylactic. So I like to take it to prevent any harmful abnormal cell formations that might happen. Also keep my immune system boosted for the cooties flying around. So
This was exactly. This was a perfect intro episode into Montana YewTip and Bighorn family and you, Chelsey Willis. It's been amazing so far. We do have about 6 minutes or so to go, but I do want to hear about your upcoming trip, March 6th through the 10th.
yes, I'm going down to the Biomedical Center to meet with the doctors and provide them with some more information and testimonies that we've gained with our customer base. And so we've kept that relationship with them since my dad started in '94, meeting Mildred.
Hmm.
And because of COVID, I wasn't able to go the last couple years, but I'm going to start going again. And I'm taking a friend with me to get her in as a patient. and get her checkup. She has a suspicious breast, so
Uh-huh.
they do have a ecotherapy ultrasound machine, I think it's called, that can detect cancer. And they also put you through a physical. You're in and out in 1 day of treatment. Hers is going to go 2 days because the radiologist needs to get back from vacation to take her x-rays.
Mm-hmm.
But they do everything from x-rays to your normal physical to serious blood work you need done.
Mm-hmm.
And they put together a specific protocol for your ailment. And they have had a high success rate in healing people with many different diseases.
And I'll be sure
So,
to include that in the description box below, hoxeybiomedical.com. That's Hoxsey biomedical.com. And so they have a full staff of physicians there, from MDs to different healthcare practitioners. And plus, you said they do everything there in house, x-rays and all the therapies. It's all there.
yes, they do. And if you have had work done in the US, they ask you to bring all your documentation so they can look that over and see what else they need to do um, to be able to put together a protocol for you. And so it's wonderful. This clinic is amazing. It's healed so many people. And if anyone wants to go or needs to contact them, I'm happy to help with that. And their phone number to get a hold of them is 619-407-7858. And if you have questions about the clinic or want more information, you can give us a call at 406-847-5597. That's 406-847-5597.
Thanks, Chelsey, and I'll definitely link that below as well. So you said you could take, for example, the tincture daily under the tongue or put it in a tea. I remember Rus, he likes to add the tinctures to his hot tea as well. Is this something you could take daily? There's no risk really of side effects. I mean, you've been doing this long enough to have really been able to collect some data if there's some side effects here, right?
Right. There's only been a couple things that people have reported, and that's mild diarrhea and mild dizziness.
Mm.
And we recommend if they experience that, please back off to a low dosage, such as 1 cap a day, and move up gradually. And so if they have any questions about that, please give me a call. I just encourage everyone to keep their immune systems boosted through all the weird cooties flying in the air. Our products can help with that. And I do want to point out that we are not doctors. We only know how our products work. And we do not make claims that these work for serious ailments. I am just simply telling the story how it's told from the customers.
Exactly. You're just reporting the data,
Yes.
really. 2 minutes here to go, Chelsey. We're talking with the vice president of Bighorn Botanicals, company started by her father, Rus Willis, who we got to get him on eventually as well, Chelsey, on the new platform. They got to meet Rus.
Yes, he'll be on the next show. We're going to rotate these
Okay.
shows this year. So,
Perfect. And any other updates from the company as a whole, Bighorn Botanicals? We are proud partners here at Healthy Habit Health Foods and the Medical Center with you guys because of the uniqueness of your product, how many people you've helped and you continue to help. So we want to hear, like, how's it going overall as a company, and how was the end to 2022? How has everything been going?
it's going how it always has been. It's like the yew tree, slow growing but long lived.
Okay.
And that's what we plan to do is continue this business to offer these products to consumers. And it's very important if anyone has a serious health ailment, please contact us or Dr. Dan or Dr. Aaron. They're at Healthy Habit Health Foods. We do have our products there in the store exclusively. And if anyone has any questions, don't hesitate to give us a shout or send an email. And
Yeah,
I try to
exactly.
get back to my emails very soon. Sometimes it takes me 4 or 5 days, but I will get to you. I have many of them daily. So
Go ahead and share that email then, Chelsey.
YewTips1991 at gmail.com. That's YEWTIPS 1991 at gmail.com.
Amazing. And yeah, I want to finish on this note. Like, the goal here with Bighorn Botanicals isn't to massive growth, expanding to 1 million stores globally, right, Chelsey? It's more about we're building a strong foundation here, a community of loyal supporters of the product, and actually trying to improve lives. It's not about just the bottom line. Is that correct?
That is correct. That's what keeps us going.
Right.
Um, we've done a lot more advertising than we've ever done in the last year.
Okay.
And so that's helped a lot,
Good.
get the word out there.
Sure.
And we're in more stores here locally, health food stores. We do demo days now where we serve hot UT and hot rose tea,
Nice.
and people love that. And we'll touch on the other products next show.
Chelsey, thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to talk to Mr. Rus next time.
All right. Thank you very much. You guys have a good day.